Hello, welcome to Appliance Master Live. I'm Bill, and unfortunately, at some distance this week is my friend Kari. Hi, Kari.
Hey, Bill. Today we're going to be talking about noisy washing machines and some of the causes that might make it sound like there is a storm or even a rock band playing in your basement unexpectedly. So, Bill, what could be a cause of a noisy washing machine?
Wait, did you say rock band? Did you say
Yes.
rock band? Because it depends what kind of rock. Because you might want to, keep that. Anyway, that could be any number of mechanical issues, any number depending on the make or model of your machine. Most commonly, those noises come from unbalanced machines or poorly supported floors. However, if it's neither of those two, machines are so different. Their internal suspension, they will start to go progressively though. When it starts to make a little bit more noise, you should call for service or address it quickly because it can only get much worse, fairly quickly and more expensive.
And then I know personally, I've heard sounds that sound like a roller coaster or drums playing from the laundry area. Now, that tends to make laundry day quite interesting and a little stressful. What could be causing loud thumping noises like that?
Well, let's start with the beginning. Does your machine walk or move? Have you noticed that?
I have noticed some unexpected movement.
Well, I know you get these questions from customers, so
Yeah.
But anyway, they're because if your machine does move, that's the first thing you should address because the installation isn't done entirely properly. But some vibration is normal, but the machine should stay in place. It should be where you left it when you started to load.
Not halfway across the laundry room. And then how would you know if your washing machine is installed properly?
Well, again, for starters, you got to make sure it's firm on the floor. If you can rock it back and forth, that needs to be addressed, and that's the most simple thing. And typically, people that have some ability, they can adjust the legs so that they rock it until it gets firmer. However, most people forget to lock those in place. There are nuts that you can back up. So when you get the machine level and firm, you lock it in place and it shouldn't move. If it still moves after that, some of the newer homes and some newer laundry rooms, the floor will actually move with the machine. So the floor of the house moves back and forth. That can be reinforced as long as you can get to it from the basement, but that's less common of an issue.
And then I know that I've heard from some technicians that a loud thumping noise coming from the washing machine or moving across the floor is a sign of it being imbalanced as well. How would you know if the unit is out of balance or if you're overloading the washing machine?
Well, I guess the first thing, overloading. That's the grayest of areas because every manufacturer has different recommendations for load weights, load limits. So, and there's so many different types of machines, top loaders, front loaders, and they're all a little bit different. So you have to look at the manual for if you're looking strictly to go by weight. But generally speaking, the load itself needs to be balanced. You shouldn't put things in that are big or you shouldn't have any carpeting, bedspreads, quilts, or things that come apart. And again, quilts or you could have smaller, lighter ones that you've washed, but typically we're talking about full size. And you also have to be careful when washing shoes because if they have laces, the laces can get tangled not only with each other but other laundry and gets in a big knotted mess.
Yeah, and I could see that damaging the fins on the agitator as well if you have one that still has the agitator in the middle.
Well, it can do other damage, too. Again, if it's violent enough, it can damage the suspension too to your washer.
And then, when would you recommend calling a professional for any kind of repairs or strange noises?
That's easy, always. The diagnosis fee is inexpensive compared to damage that may be occurring, and also you can always just call us for general advice if you can, but you shouldn't ignore it. Whether we come to your house for a service call or you just call and ask some questions, or we can point you in the right direction to things to look for. So simple, always call.
Yeah, well, that's definitely some good information. I'm sure that answered a lot of questions that some people may have. So at the end of the day, if you hear a roller coaster like noise or tornado or possibly some drums playing in your laundry area, definitely give us a call at 800-752-7123. You can visit our website, APPLIANCEMASTER.com, or leave a message on this video and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.
All right, great. Hopefully we'll see you next week.
Yep, see you next week.